Yeah, I'm telling you, this looks like a wild one. So much for our prediction of our defensive game.
All right. Miguel Rodriguez doing the kicking honors here. And let's see if he goes deep with it. Well, he does. Going to be taken at about the 10. Fumbling the ball, trying to get up. Stop. Whoa, trying to get up twice, but the ball, I'm sure, was down because his knee was on the ground. That second hit didn't count.
The thing is there, Dan, he obviously had trouble picking up the ball, and then he did the smart thing. He fell on it. And I'll be honest with you, if he would have stayed down, he would have got a penalty from Pahokee because they would have hit him on the ground. That would have been a penalty.
And that was William likely on the return.
But when he got up, he was, fair game, and boy, he got leveled.
So Glades will have to start now inside the 10-yard line. Looks like it's on about the looks like it's on about the 12 rather.
12-yard line, ready to ball. Now
Thomas back, looking for a man. He's got him, and he's also got a blocker out there as well. And a nice gain out past up to about the 25-yard line.
Little slip screen out here to the right. They lined up four players to the wide side of the field, and they ran off two of them and had one block, and they just threw that quick screen out there. See, the thing that everybody should. Here's a replay, and a very good move here to the outside. This is where I am so impressed with the athletic ability of these kids, because the receivers are so good after they catch the ball.
And if I didn't say it, that was Demetrius Evans on the reception there. Okay, looks like we've got a timeout on the field.
Down here. Down.
Let's go, man.
Some big names, Bill, have graduated from these schools and gone on to the NFL. And we were talking a little bit before the game, something interesting to think about. Well, we've said there's probably a dozen kids here who are going to sign with scholarships with Division I programs. And then there's guys who've gone to the NFL. Pahokee's got over 20. Glades has probably that many as well. Just some incredible talent out there. All right, looks like we're getting ready to go again here.
31-yard line.
1st and 10 from the.
They're in man free again.
26.
I expect.
Over the middle again, and a nice catch again, even though he was covered. It looked pretty well. That was Laurent. No, that was number 5. That was Gregory Dent once again with a nice catch over the middle.
Well, Dent's got quite a bit of size on the defensive back that's got him. The problem is, here's the replay. The problem is watching, he'll screen him off like a rebounder in basketball, and they're throwing that vertical route because they feel that Pahokee's defensive backs can't match up with their receivers.
Raheem Buxton was on the coverage there. 1st and 10. The handoff inside here. He's got some room. Cutting around the right side and fighting for yards is Antoine Chisholm. And that's the first time we've mentioned number 7 today. But he does get a lot of work for the Raiders.
And the play that you run when you're in that kind of formation is the same one on the replay. But I bet you Pahokee has probably scouted this, and when they go into that 2-back set, they probably run the ball 80% of the time. They're just not in that set very often.
Chisholm as the leading rusher for Glades, only 251 yards this year, so that's why we were telling you how much Glades has passed the ball. But that was an effective run there, picking up 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, back to throw Thomas. He's going to run this time, and he's going to leap and get the 1st down by a long shot. And another 4 yards to boot, as Glades Central has now gotten into Pahokee territory.
If you're on defense for Pahokee, you're looking at an arsenal of weapons. You can't shut down one guy. The quarterback doesn't see anything, does a great job, pulls it down right here. And I'm not real happy with this jump in the air thing. That's a leg breaker.
A little risky.
Yeah, I don't like our guys doing that, especially when you know we have first down already.
So Glades moving. Both teams scored on their opening possessions. We've got 5:57 to go in the first quarter. Thomas is finding receivers open, and this time he's going to hand it up the middle again. And for some more tough yards goes Antoine Chisholm.
And I'll tell you what Coach Hesser's doing, and he's making a good change up here. He sees that Pahokee is using two of their outside linebackers as rush ends that probably don't play the run nearly as strong, and he's decided to come out and just run the ball at him. And I think that's a great move.
So that brings up 2nd and 5. Ball is on the Pahokee 40-yard line. So far, Glades has not really been spreading it, but there they go, just as I say it. They spread a man wide left. They've got the trips formation. Over the middle again, and just missing that one was once again Gregory Dent.
Same route, Dan. To explain the route to the audience, you're going to spread the field, and then one guy is going to run straight down the field and try to get the defensive back on your hip. And that was the same exact route that scored on the touchdown. Pahokee's going to have to do a better job, especially their free safety, Dan, of picking up and helping out on the man coverage.
All right, so that's 3rd and 5 now for the Raiders. Same formation. Thomas back, going to have to throw fast, got some pressure. Ball lofted to the sideline, and what a catch! What a great catch, and a touchdown for Demetrius Evans. Now there was a flag, I'm assuming, although it looks like this might be an offensive interference call.
I was going to say, when the flag went on the ground, Dan, I thought it was offensive interference. What he did was he pushed off with his inside hand, and it was a great ball in the air, but he pushed off with his inside hand, and he still made a great catch and touchdown, but it was definitely offensive interference.
I thought it was a very good throw by Thomas. He had pressure coming in on him, and I thought that someone might have gotten a piece of his arm when he threw that ball, but it was still right there. Even if it was offensive interference, it was an outstanding catch.
The left tackle for Glade Central is having a heck of a time trying to handle number 4, Zachary Allen, coming off the blind side of the right-handed quarterback. And that's what we got to watch all night, because he's going to have to step up and get rid of it a little bit sooner. I look for them maybe to chip block him or double team him, because he's given the tackle.
And that's very nearly got to him. Now, it's 3rd down and long, and over the middle, the ball is complete, but it's going to be wrapped up just across the 50-yard line, closer to the 45. Not going to be near enough for a first down. And now it's 4th down. The guy in the chains had it wrong. And
well, Demetrius Evans showed you his arm.
Oh, no, it was
right
a 4th down. I'm sorry, the scoreboard was wrong. It was a 4th down, so the ball goes over to Pahokee on downs.
Obviously, they don't have a great amount of confidence in their punter at this point. Yeah. They've probably only punted 3 times the whole season. But Evans showed his great arm strength there. Again, number 4 for Pahokee, that's Zach Allen.
Yep.
Put all kinds of pressure on him, and he was still able to flip the ball, thrown off his back foot. Very good arm strength there.
Yep. And he's, as we said, committed to Wake Forest. Zach Allen leading the charge on the right-hand side there. But that was Fred Pickett with the carry. And Pickett has been a real workhorse for Pahokee this year. 1,100 yards on 108 carries, 8 touchdowns, and Mr. Pickett is committed to West Virginia.
Watch the replay here. See how he turns his shoulders upfield. He's not running to the sideline. That is an indication that he's an excellent running back.
Yeah, I would say both running backs so far are showing that they're not shy about contact whatsoever. So a 2nd and short here, 2nd and 1 from the 50. A nice move to the left, and driving forward for about 6 or 7 yards once again is Pickett.
We're going to get I think we're going to get a holding call on Pahokee. Once again, good blocking at the point of attack by the Pahokee offensive line. They pulled a guard and kicked out. But downfield, it looked like one of the wide receivers may have either hit linebacker in the back or held him.
Now, on paper and in the paper, I think Glades was considered a pretty solid favorite in this game. And in talking to you before the game, you did not agree. You said
no.
You said you thought it was pretty even.
Here's the replay. There's a nice block by number 54. There's a good kickoff block, and I don't think you're going to see the hold. I think the hold occurred in the middle of the field.
All right, so back we are here, 2nd and 11 now after the penalty. Looking back and having a man in the right flat. That is number 4. Whoa, he fumbles the ball, but it looks like it's going to go out of bounds. Glades with a great chance there, but do not recover. That was Zachary Allen, who we've talked about on the reception. Got hit and lost it, but it went out of bounds.
Well, let me tell you, Zachary Allen is an athlete because this is what you have to be careful of as secondary for both teams. You miss a tackle, like watch this. He comes up to hit him. Notice he didn't wrap his arms around him whatsoever. And you might be looking at 6 lining up for the extra point block in this game.
And actually, that was a nice move by the defensive back who reached around the right side and poked that ball out of there. All right, so 1st and 10 for Pahokee. Joshua Johnson continues as quarterback for the Blue Devils. Pitches to the left side for Pickett, who's going to be hit behind the line, but he struggles free. A nice job by Pickett there, but he's only going to get about 3 yards on that play, but some pretty hard-fought yardage.
That was a terrific run by Pickens. I'll tell you what, all the great running backs, except for maybe a handful, are under 6 feet tall. And the big size thing is not about tallness, it's about compactness. And when you get shoulders and your thighs as the only thing exposed, you're going to break tackles. This kid is a very, very talented running back.
Listed at 5'11", 170. He looks a little heavier than that to me, but running very hard at this point. So now Johnson is going to go back in the shotgun, looking over the middle, and he's got a man. He's got an open receiver and headed towards the corner of the end zone. Does he get in? He dives. No ruling yet. Only by his players. Does not look like it's going to be ruled a touchdown. But that was Chris Dunkley. Hello, Mr. Dunkley, on the reception.
Dunkley, the transfer from Royal Palm, catches the ball. If we get a replay here, watch him not even think about dropping this ball. He's thinking about, here's the end zone shot, and we'll see if he got out. No, he was out of bounds. Tremendous hit.
It absolutely was. He got his bell rung there.
Tremendous hit by number 2 for Glades Central. That's
Tavares Crawford.
Yeah, Crawford really pounded him.
All right, so 1st and goal for Pahokee now after Dunkley, probably the highest rated player nationally, gets them to the 1. Give to, looks like it was a gift to Pickett, a fumble. It was a fumble, the ball's picked up.
No, they called
like
it
they're
down.
calling it down. Oh, they're going to call it down, so Glades will not even get the ball there. And I'm not sure if that was Pickett on the carry or not.
Well, here's a classic example.
It was Pickett.
The running back's running to the left and carrying the ball in his right hand. Now watch this. As the running back comes to his left, he's got the ball in his right hand, and that's where all the pressure comes from, and they get the fumble. I think his knee was down. Obviously, we don't have replay in high school, but I think his knee was down. I think it was a good call.
And we want to thank George DeGarro for helping provide our replay tonight from Pro.avi of Miami. It's a very updated replay system. There's the snap. There's the call into the end zone. No signal yet. And some confusion reigning on the field here. The Blue Devils signaling touchdown, but I haven't seen an official signal it.